Apple is releasing a new iPhone soon, and unfortunately, it's not the iPhone 17, not the 17 Air, which we're going to all talk about that in another video, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But it's actually the iPhone 16e, or the SE4. We don't really know which one it's going to be called yet, although the rumors are looking more and more that it's going to be the 16e, and I think this is just going to complicate Apple's lineup even more than it already is. But hey, if we're going to get rid of the third generation SE and bring in the 16e, I guess so. But also, now you're just introducing another phone into the lineup. It's just going to make a lot of things confusing. It's just too complicated, I feel like. Like, we need to go back to kind of basics. And even I feel the iPhone lineup is too complicated. We're not here to talk about the lineup and how complicated or not complicated it is. We're here to talk about the potential new iPhone SE4 or 16e. We heard more and more about this, I feel like, as the day goes on, and I've made multiple videos about this. So the SE4 has definitely been in the works for a while, but now we're finally starting to see more and more information about it that looks like it's coming any day now. So the iPhone SE4 or 16e is going to be Apple's budget-friendly model, obviously. We're priced right now, rumors are speculating to keep the $429, although with the design and all the changes we're getting, I would not be surprised if it comes up to like $450 or even $500, which would be creeping in on that iPhone 15 territory, as well as the iPhone 16 territory even. But hey, we'll have to see what Apple increases it at, because the SE used to be, I think, like $379, and then they bumped it to $429, I think, in 2020. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bump again. But let's talk about the design. Now, the iPhone SE is finally ditching the home button for the iPhone 14 design, which has the smaller notch, as well as the gesture interaction system, which I think it's about time that we finally get rid of the home button on every iPhone, because you're still selling home button iPhones, and they're still going to be supported for a couple more years. So if you have an iPhone SE 3, don't worry, you don't have to upgrade just yet, but you're going to have to upgrade down the road, but that's what happens. Unfortunately, you're going to have to upgrade any tech you have. This is also going to be the first time we see Face ID on an iPhone SE, as it's going to have the iPhone 14 design. It's now going to feature Face ID and get rid of Touch ID completely on the iPhone. So part of me wonders now if this is going to be the truly end of ever potentially seeing an iPhone with Touch ID coming back. But hey, we'll have to see. Maybe Apple will find a way to integrate it in the power button and not even give them Face ID. We don't know right now. These are all leaks and rumors. Now, this display is also going to be OLED, as Apple's taking the 14 display with the smaller notch and everything, and going to go ahead and give the iPhone SE OLED. So the iPhone SE is finally getting it OLED. So we're starting to see a lot of these marginal upgrades that really seem to be needed. And no, this is not going to get 120 hertz, although, frankly, I don't think the average person cares about 120 hertz. I know personally, I don't. On my iPhone 16 Pro Max, I don't even notice a difference, and I use an iPad Air that doesn't have it, so I'm not too worried about it. You're not going to really notice the difference ever, I feel. Now, this is going to be equipped with Apple's A18 chip. So we saw the A18 chip be released in the iPhone 16, which is why I think this is going to be a complicated lineup now. Because you're going to have this new iPhone 16e that's going to have an A18 chip, an iPhone 14 design, and look modern enough, but still missing out on some iPhone 16 features like lookup and other stuff like that. So this is going to have an A18 chip, which is going to be more powerful and also be able to support Apple Intelligence. Now, the current iPhone SE cannot support Apple Intelligence, so Apple Intelligence is going to come to the iPhone SE. So basically every iPhone that Apple currently sells, besides the 15 and 14 at this time, is going to be able to get Apple Intelligence. And I'm all here for that. I think it's a great idea to finally bring Apple Intelligence to more and more, especially because I feel like iPhone SEs are the ones you get for like the grandmas or the work phones and stuff like that, that you're still going to want people to have Apple Intelligence, but you don't want to have to pay that premium of, you know, $1,000 for a Pro or $800 for a regular model. That's why I think this is a really good idea. Now, of course, the cameras are going to get upgraded, and that singular camera is here to stay. I would not be surprised if Apple basically just puts one camera on the back and that's it, as these mock-ups are showing. So it's going to have a single 48 megapixel camera. So it's going to have the good camera from the 16 Pro. It's not going to have all three, which is perfectly fine for the average person, I feel like, especially like their intended market cap of essentially people who want a decent iPhone but don't want to have to pay the premium for everything. But also, hey, maybe you don't need everything, and that's great. It's also rumored to get Apple Intelligence, as I said before, but also MagSafe. And this is one thing, if you've never used MagSafe since the iPhone 12s, you need to try it, as it's really great. You can just slap on a wallet, a charger, really whatever you want, And it just makes life so much easier, as you don't have to have stuff stuck to the phone cases like we used to do back in the day. Now you can just interchange stuff as you need. But let me know what your thoughts are on this iPhone 16e SE4. I think the naming definitely is going to need some work if we're going with 16e. But hey, I'm very excited to see what this brings. So let me know with a comment down below. And while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And I want you to remember that today's a good day to make a great day. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.